This will be a day long remembered. Now I am the master.
Welcome to another episode of Legends and Theories. This is my review for Invincible, the Amazon Prime TV show, and its first season. I watched the entire season over the past weekend, and man, that was an amazing season. It was such a good job done, and even though I've heard before in previous videos I've watched before the show was even made about the twist in it, it was still done so well, and still was very amazing. I think that there was such a good job done with it. It was definitely interesting to see all of this happen and to really just go over it. The character of Omni-Man was so interesting, and I definitely was still shocked, even though I knew where it was going, to see how much he fell. Well, not exactly fell, but how evil he actually was. Because I knew he was evil, but it was still pretty twisted. That last fight in there was definitely something that would give Zack Snyder and Michael Bay a run for their money. Yeah, and I think that it was pretty good. I'm not really going to put a spoiler warning in because I think the show's been out for a few weeks already in completion. And I really don't feel like going and editing one back in. But yeah, so I think that, Omni-Man being evil definitely was interesting, and everything that really happened to Invincible was also interesting. There are a few things that I'm wondering about, including the Martian aliens, or not the Martian aliens, the one parasite that was on Mars, and how it's going to be affecting Earth. Because in that ending montage we did see it affecting Mars, but I'm not really sure about Earth. And really, I think that this show is really good. It did a great job building everything up and building to the moment where Omni-Man finally had to reveal what his true intentions were, why he killed the heroes, and everything else. And I think it was really good. I think that one of the interesting storylines was that of the robot, and I really wasn't sure where it was going. If he was secretly evil and working for Omni-Man, or something else. And once it was revealed, it was actually pretty interesting. And as I mentioned earlier, that final fight between Omni-Man and Invincible, that was intense. That was a very violent fight. Because when I was watching it, I was thinking, wow, some people thought that Zack Snyder did a lot of destruction, and the same with Michael Bay, but this is something else. This was just purposeful death, and it was very, very bloody. And that's what was made so good. It was so intense and violent. I just really liked it. And I continued watching it. Honestly, I was through the season. I was only going to watch like 2 episodes last night, but then I was like, oh, this is so good. I need to see another one. And I had to see another one, and ended up finishing the season since I was already halfway through it. And I think they did a very good job with it. In fact, I think that this is probably one of the most well done shows, and they just did a really good job with it. And looking at it, it's definitely different than something like The Boys, where it's immediately set up that the superheroes are evil, but here it's subtly hinted at until it finally breaks out all at the end. And that twist is still really good, even though I saw what was going on, since I've heard of it before. I don't think that the twist definitely good building up the first episode, and eventually went to that crazy scene where Omni-Man went and killed all the heroes, and that was really cool. And I think the characters were all pretty well done. I definitely liked the relationships they had, and I think they were done well for the most part. One of the episodes I felt like maybe it was a little rushed was the one where they went to the college, which was the one right before its stuff started to really go crazy for the last two episodes. And with that one, it wasn't really the fact that the episode felt rushed. I just feel like all of his friends figuring out his identity. It just feels a little odd that within a single episode that basically everyone close to him that didn't know he was a superhero was able to figure it out. And of course, when I say figure it out, they both were able to figure it out, which is a nice twist on the people don't recognize people they're close to. But it just feels a little off when it happens within the same episode, and probably could have been spread out a little more. And it's also kind of surprising that this all took place over, I believe they said, 6 to 8 months. I can't remember them saying 6 months, but I think they said 8 months in the last one. So I'm wondering if each episode took place in a different month, but that doesn't make sense since some of them would follow them immediately. So I'm not sure, but I just think this was a really good show. I enjoyed it, and I'm definitely excited to see where it continues in season 2, which I'm pretty sure is either confirmed or going to happen. And really, that's what I think of it. I think it was a good, fun, enjoyable show, and I would recommend it, but you probably should be warned there's mature content in it. It is very bloody and violent, so if you're a person who doesn't enjoy that, you've been warned by me, but really, if you enjoy shows like The Boys and darker superhero stories, then you would enjoy this a lot. Thank you for watching this episode of Legends and Theories. Please like the video, leave some comments, subscribe to the channel, and share it with your friends, and may the force be with you.